Hello, welcome to Wingin It. And so we are back here with another game of Major League Wingspan. We're here in the second knockout round, or our second knockout round in the playoffs here, having won our first round game. So it's another best of three here. So yeah, the goal, as always, is to be winning and getting through to the next round. So we're going second in this first of, potentially 3 games. So we'll let our opponent pick and then we'll see what we've got in our own starting hand. All right, here we go into our starting hand here. What have we got to work with? Nothing too great. We do have Penguin, which I do like. So yeah, maybe going for that. But nothing else really exciting in terms of brown powers. I mean, Sapsucker's okay. Kakapo's always interesting, but yeah, not really one I tend to keep too much from the starting hand. So we'll see if the bonus card is going to sway me. Probably not. I think we do go Rodentologist here. And yeah, the tray was kind of interesting. So we have got Great Crest Degree. Probably we'll see my opponent pick that up. Yeah, just the one bird kept in hand. So that seems likely. There is some nectar in the feeder. So yeah, I don't know. This is kind of weird. This would be kind of strange, I think, to keep Kakapo here, but I could certainly see that working. I say, do want to get the Penguin in the game, but the 3 fish is annoying, so probably do need to take food before we go ahead and do that. So I could do something like this, where I look at playing the Sapsucker and then take food, and then play the Penguin. Because I say, if my opponent's going to be taking cards that first turn, we should be able to get some food on our second turn, get that nectar. And Sapsucker, it's not a terrible brown power, and certainly will help just get something going there in the forest, get a little bit more food. So I think Rodentologist is the play, and get the Sapsucker down, take some food, play the Penguin, maybe take food a couple of times. Maybe we can use some extra food to reset the tray, but going to depend, I think, a little bit on what comes our way. So I think we'll go with that. We could also even just throw the Sapsucker and turn those into nectar, and then if the white starts there, kind of does the same thing and might be an alternative. But I think regardless, we'll lock that in. And as I say, see what my opponent's going to do. I mean, they could very well pick up the Grebe and the white star. I think if it's me, I'd probably just take the Grebe and play that with the nectar. And indeed, that's what's happened. However, it's revealed a diver, so I think we're going to change our approach, and we're going to go with that because that is a better option for drawing some cards than the Penguin. And we've revealed an American Robin, which is not ideal. We'll see if my opponent wants to go for that. But yeah, I think otherwise we'll just go with the diver. So okay, they've left the Robin. I kind of feel like I've got to take that. I think I like that as a forest option. Play the diver, do some digging, and then Robin for some card cycling. So I think I'm going to take that, because if I leave it, my opponent gets it. So I really don't want that. And yeah, I mean, we can say now play the diver, and we still got the worm. So actually playing this Robin is going to be doable. So yeah, I think we'll do that, and then it's just a case of finding an egg source from somewhere. But if we're using this diver and we're resetting the tray, I think that's going to give us a good chance of being able to find something. So hopefully get some eggs. Maybe like a chipping sparrow would be good, but just something to help support what we're doing. There's Robin. So you're drawing cards, no surprise. I think we do finally play a bird after drawing twice, just a single bird. It'd be nice to use this diver. And I'll say both of us could be doing some digging. So Grebe is a strong brown power. Diver's also strong. So between us, we're going to be racing to try and find some good birds, some good engine birds to really try and build something up. I'll say it's good that we've got this Robin. Just need really to get some stuff to add to that. So I did see Bunting get picked up, so that might be a play. That might be a play. It has got the food for it as well, so we'll keep an eye out for that. But I say we'll we'll just probably go off the deck. I don't think really anything in this trait interests me. I mean, Dunnock, you know, if we see grass and bunting, that could be an option. But yeah, I may just have to see what my opponent does and try and react from there. And on to our next turn. Opponent is still doing it, so I say we are going to do the same, see what we can find on these tray resets. And all right, there we go, Morning Dove. That's the kind of bird I'm talking about for the egg axis in the forest. So I think we're set. I think we're set. Kind of wish I had the seed, so a bit unfortunate that we don't. But yeah, I think we play this robin and get the food in order to get the Morning Dove down and go in the forest. So let's do that. And maybe we'll pick up that chickadee as well. I think that could be a nice one. Just to really extend the forest and look for more brown powers that are going to score points. That's going to be key. So I do like that. And yeah, saw my opponent grabbing food. So grabbing a couple of nectar. We'll see what that's for. I'm sure that is going to be a bird going down. So we'll find out what that's going to be. Oh, it's a quail. All right. So we're having very similar situations here. Getting some egg access, guys. So very nice. So we are going to take some food here. And okay, well, I was hoping for a seed here. But we are just going to get a worm. Let's see. I think we do tuck and draw with chickadee. I mean, key is interesting, but I think chickadee, we need that for the engine. So we'll pick that up. And yeah, I was kind of hoping that what I'd be able to do is actually maybe play the chickadee this round for the end of round got, and then play Morning Dove next round. But we didn't get the seed there, so I think we may have to, yeah, potentially sacrifice the end of round got. I mean, I could certainly see a world where my opponent actually is able to get 3 birds anyway, and then it's not going to make a difference. So we will see on that. But yeah, I think what we're going to do here is throw. I think we throw a card. Throw a card, get 2 eggs, get this forest going, go from there. So yeah, you're taking food, no surprise. We'll get our eggs down, get them in the forest. We're going to be thinking a little bit about that next head of round goal, but yeah, we've got a California quail over here as well, so it's going to be a bit of an interesting battle. But as I say, very, very similar starts here. We've got very similar brown powers in the forest and in the wetlands, but that's changing now. So bunting has gone down in the forest. So yeah, you are winning the end of round goal anyway. So in that case, I may as well just play Morning Dove and be happy with that. So yeah, lose the end of round goal, but we come into next round. We go first. What have we got in the tray? Nothing that really jumps out to me. So I think we, yeah, just go ahead, get this chickadee down. So building out this forest, which is good. Get the strong brown power, so we get 3 points each time. We're getting eggs, we're getting card cycle, which is always key. And yeah, I think we just use that to our advantage. So maybe brown falcon. No, okay. I was going to say maybe just the ornithologist, but it's not really a great brown power anyway, so I don't mind missing out on that. I think penguin could be a nice one to get down in the wetlands, because we'll probably draw a little bit more this game. And yeah, that would just help, you know, get some points. There's a big point bird as well, so that will be, yeah, potentially a nice one to go for. So let's take some food, grab some nectar, and yeah, I think we'll cycle the sapsucker now. Don't think that's too interesting. Savvy's Warbler is kind of interesting, but I don't think really, I don't think that's needed in this game right here. I think this penguin's probably a better choice. But this is going to be an interesting round 2. We're going to sort of see what our opponent's been able to find from the digging. The fact that they picked up brown falcon tells me probably not found good stuff, if that's sort of being relied on. So yeah, we'll see if that's going to go down. But definitely got the food access going in the forest. Yeah, being able to grab lots of nectar is kind of key, I think, for them in this situation. So we're going to go grab more food, grab a little bit of nectar where we can. And yeah, I think keep cycling with this Savvy's Warbler and see what we can turn that into. So I'm probably going to go food once more. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is do food, play the penguin, and then draw cards. Oh, brown falcon is going down in this forest. Okay. But may need to think about laying eggs at some point, just for this end of round goal. So that's going to be an interesting decision point. But yeah, we'll grab, I say, a little bit more food. See what we get here. Okay, more bad stuff. So Robin's not really finding us stuff we want to play quite yet. But I think if we play this penguin and draw cards, hopefully that could change. So I think we'll do penguin cards, and then we'll see on that last turn. I mean, if laying eggs is important for the end of round goal, we do that. But equally, we could just take food and just not take nectar, and just make sure that with that morning dove, because I think we can make sure we get 3 eggs in the forest, unless my opponent has some other way of getting eggs down in that forest. I think we might be okay, because I don't think they want to be taking food a few times and stacking up on this quail. So yeah, this may have to be a situation where we just kind of have to see what the situation is, and go from there. But yeah, kind of hoping for one last forest brown power. It's sort of still time, I think, end of round 2. But the longer it goes on, the more I just want to play this Kakapo and, look for big point birds, because we've not found the rodentologist stuff quite yet. So definitely, yeah, want to be getting some good stuff, good big point birds for that where I can. But it looks like you're taking food. But yeah, could well be just like playing a grassed bird even and laying eggs. That might be something we're ready for. But let's get this penguin down, spend our nectar. And yeah, as I say, we'll draw cards and we'll see whether we need to end the round on 3 eggs or 4 eggs. I think most likely is that we'll just take food and end on 3 eggs. Of course, if my opponent could end on 4, we may need to think about laying eggs just to make sure we don't lose. But we'll see. We'll see how that's going to go. But yeah, let's draw some cards. Let's see what we get. Okay, turtle dove. That's not bad. That could actually get us an extra egg if we force that down. Greyhound, not quite so good. Do at least get a hunt off the penguin, so we'll take that. And what can we get here? Okay, well, nothing really too good. I think probably acorn woodpecker is the best of those, but yeah, I don't really see that as something I'm too excited to go and play. So we have got barn owl come up, so that is at least a rodentologist bird, but yeah, not one that gets me that excited. So I see. We'll see what my opponent's going to do. But with 3 nectar in hand, oh, you're taking food again. This kind of feels like maybe it's like stubble quail or something. It's kind of interesting situation. But yeah, taking even more food. So 5 nectar. I think that has to be stubble quail or some kind of like double play. But I guess regardless, I mean, yeah, I think if we laid eggs here, that's gonna be potentially flipping the end of round goal. But it's 2 points here versus 3 points of the forest and a couple of food. I think I might want that food more, and just see if 3 eggs. If it's a double play or something, it might be enough to win the end of round goal anyway. So I think we do just take food. And probably, acorn woodpecker, I'd say I think there is still maybe time to make that work. And this way, I guess what we can do as well is tuck and draw for the barn owl, which I say it's not a great option, but is at least 7 points with the rodentologist. So I've seen worse plays later on in the game. So yeah, we'll kind of keep that in reserve for an option. But I say we'll have to see what the end of round goal is going to play out. I mean, whenever you see someone coming into the last turn with 5 nectar, yeah, stubble quail indeed does go down. So it is a tie on the end of round goal. We come into round 3 and kind of more not very good stuff coming up. So yeah, don't really mind that going second, but I feel like we do need to find better options of what we've got. So I might be tempted into drawing cards again, but I think otherwise, yeah, we just got to keep using this forest and try and score points with that. I mean, this end of round goal is probably going to be a struggle, so I don't think we're going to go for that. Last one, we're looking a little bit better, so especially if we do go with this barn owl or maybe some other rodentologist birds. So have to kind of just cross our fingers. But yeah, some of those birds can actually come up, because it's not really been the case so far, and continues to not be the case here as well. So okay, let's think about this. So I think longtail tit's probably an easy one to cycle with. I'm thinking in this forest we're kind of so far behind on the nectar already. I don't think realistically that's going to be one we're going to win. We do need to qualify in the grasslands, and probably the focus here should be trying to just win the wetlands. So I think I'm going to play this acorn woodpecker, because I think we're going to take food enough times here that this is going to be worth it. We can make sure we're getting the cash. So yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll take food. We'll keep cycling this long-tailed tit. I mean, if we keep drawing bad stuff with this, then we'll just keep cycling it, and not have to really worry. Yeah, about having to tuck something we want. Obviously, if we do turn it into something good, then we can go and draw cards. So I'm going to take the fish here so I can get the cash. And yeah, so tuck the long-tailed tit. And lesser whitethroat is sort of a little bit interesting. I think there is maybe a world where that could work, but I don't know if it's this world, so we'll go off the top. Okay, black swan. That's actually quite good here. We have already got 2 big birds. Barn owl would be a third, and actually kakapo. Yeah, kakapo would count as well, so I think there's some good synergies there. So we can definitely make use of that. So what I might do actually, I could play that this round. Just wondering how we could make this whitethroat work as well as a potential option. So yeah, I'm wondering if we did the turtle dove, or maybe even if we did kakapo. What I'm thinking is we could do kakapo, we take food. Maybe we do sacrifice the barn owl, but that would be, let's say, even more points now with the black swan. I'm trying to work out a way that we could play the whitethroat and use it in the forest, but I don't know, I feel like whitethroat at this point, even if I got 5 eggs and another 5 eggs, I don't know, I think that's a lot of work to try and do that. I think I probably have better options. So what are you doing actually? You're taking food. Oh, you played the scrub file, okay. I guess that makes sense because we have got some groundness over here, so yeah, maybe. So I think I do want to draw cards, so could do the black swan, and then we actually have the option of spending food and resetting the tray, which might not be a bad idea. So I think let's do that. So I guess we'll go nectar. Maybe we'll go double nectar and fish. So I think I do want to prioritize getting nectar spent in this wetland. So we'll draw some cards. And yeah, I think probably the end game is going to be... It's probably going to be to play these 3. But hopefully we get some other good... some other good birds that are going to hit Rheumatologist and are going to help score us some points, because that is going to be key. Hopefully we can get a bit of an upgrade on the bar now. Maybe like a Benelli or a Golden Eagle, or really I'm looking for like Woodstalk, some kind of bonus card, gaining power. Have already got these 2, but yeah, Turtle Dove's always a gamble, and Kakapo, we're not going to know what that is till the end of the game, so I'd like a little bit more information sooner than that. So looks like you're taking food again, so lots of food being gained here. And obviously we've already seen Stubble Quail go, so that was a big play. But yeah, there's only so many more ways of turning all this excess food into points. So we've definitely got the stronger engine. We've got more points than our forest, but I do worry that, yeah, there's going to be some big birds here that are going to come down, and my opponent's definitely doing better in the end of round goals. I think they're doing better in these nectars as well, so we've got to try and outscore in other areas, hopefully the yellow powers, and yeah, hopefully these bonus cards could come through for us and get us some good stuff. And on to our next turn here. Opponent is indeed taking food. So yeah, we're gonna draw cards, and we are going to reset this tray in the hope of getting something good. We don't really. Goldfinch would have been nice a little bit earlier. But yeah, I don't think really we're going to go for that now. So I think we're going to go off the top a couple of times here. Okay, again, Moltodi. You also fall in the category of would have been nice earlier. Come on, Penguin, what can you do for us? Absolutely nothing. That's a shame. What can we get here, though? Baltimore Oriole would be nice, but kind of already got my eye on Kakapo for that last slot, so we're going to have to go Welcome Swallow here, but even that is just not a good bird, not really one I want to be playing here, so yeah, we're going to have some difficult decisions. We're going to have some tricky end game workings out to do, and we're probably just going to have to cross our fingers a little bit and hope that, yeah, with the Robin we can do some tucking and drawing and actually turn these birds into some useful stuff, because at the moment I'm a little bit concerned for the end game, so we'll see what this turtle dove gives. But probably what I'm going to do is I'll probably take food and play the Kakapo, and just at least get that down for some more food. So you've double played into Godwit. That's the kind of bird I'm looking for. Unfortunately, yeah, got into my opponent's hand there. So let's take our food. Let's take our food. See what we can get here. And yeah, I think what we're going to do actually is throw some cards for more food. I suppose actually what we're going to do here is take I guess take a worm. Yeah, and then we can cash that one. And yeah, tuck and draw the Hawfinch. Okay. I mean, Black Skimmer, not really a good option. I say probably at the moment it's looking like Turtle Dove and Barn Owl in the grasslands, and then maybe one more in the grasslands. Hopefully, as I say, we're looking for some nice big point birds, over 100 centimeter wingspan, eats rats. You know, hopefully I'm not being too picky here. We can find something like that. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we're definitely losing the center of our goal. That's fine. I say hopefully we can get the last one, and maybe that's actually where Skimmer. I really don't want to have to play this, but yeah, that may be where that becomes an option. But still quite a few birds in here, and I'm definitely concerned that we're going to see like a puffin or something like that appear out of nowhere. Because that's the thing with the Grebe, is you see a lot of cards and they're all generally from the deck, so we're kind of in the dark here as to what our opponent's got. So we'll just have to wait and see. But okay, no, you picked up that Baltimore Oriole, so that is a nice big point play over there. So we're going to go with our Kakapo. So yeah, definitely lost the Forest Nectar. I don't think we're going to catch up in the grasslands, but we'll spend the Nectar on this Kakapo. I think that's going to be worth doing anyway, so get that down. And see what the next tray in this last round has got for us. It needs to be something good, and it's not. Okay, I mean, we do have Goldfinch, which is at least something, so I'm probably grabbing that. I'm going to grab these rats as well. And yeah, I think probably... I mean, Welcome Swallow is just not really a good play here, so I think we'll go with the Finch. And yeah, now I say probably the Skimmer gets cycled. So I'm thinking what we do this round is we'll do, ideally we play Goldfinch and Barn Owl and Turtle Dove, and then we find something to play with the Goldfinch. Otherwise, what we'll probably end up doing is Goldfinch plays Barn Owl. Oh, sorry, we play Goldfinch and Barn Owl, and then use the Finch to play the Turtle Dove at the end. So that may be the way. But yeah, this has been a disappointing Rodentologist game. Just really, even with decent card access, just not found the options. So definitely been a shame. But okay, take your food. Lots of nectar over there. I think we've got to go food again here. I may have to use this Turtle Dove to draw a card. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to use it for an egg, but we may have to use it on a card. So we'll take food. Hopefully grab lots of nectar, which we indeed do. Take our caches, take our egg, and yeah, see what this can turn into off the top. Okay, well, at least you're basically the same as the Skimmer. But still not great, so... yeah, I think we may just have to be Finch. Maybe play Turtle Dove first and just see what that bonus card is going to be. But it may have to be Finch, I don't know, it may have to be finch, owl, and loon. But I think the thing is I would need the egg to get the loon down, because we are definitely shy there. Which makes things, yeah, a little bit trickier. So looks like you're taking food again. So there's lots of food being gained. I'm really worried that we're going to see some like crazy double, triple play going on here with all this food. The only reassuring thing is that each time my opponent is taking food, it is only 2 points at most. I mean, this Vulcan seems to be doing a decent enough job. But, you know, if that misses, it's only 1 point, whereas our engine has at least been 4 points each time. But, yeah, 68 points with 3 turns left is not great. So, I say we're going to need a little bit of good fortune, I think, off this Turtle Dove. In terms of what bonus card that's going to get us. And similarly, with the Kakapo, we're going to need that to really do a job for us. But this Black Sword, we do know we're going to get some eggs off that. So that kind of at least, I guess, matches this Scrub Fowl, which, yeah, is also going to get plenty of eggs over here. So we'll see what the plan is for my opponent's end game. Hopefully not too many more big point birds, because, yeah, that's really where we're lacking. On to our next turn here. So, yeah, as I say, I think what we're going to need to do is play these 3 and then get the loon down at the end. So if that is the case, I think what we've got to do is yeah, play this Turtle Dove now and see what the bonus card is going to get us. So what is it going to be? Food Ho Expert for 0. Well, thanks very much for that. Not helpful at all. Okay, well, I think we just take the egg. I think drawing a card blind and hoping it's going to be better than common loon is, yeah, not likely to happen. So we'll just take the egg because we know that's the point. And yeah, as I say, we'll do finch and barn owl. And then at the end game, we're going to have to use the swan first. So that will get us the eggs, and then we can use those eggs to play the loon. So we're not going to get an egg on the loon, which is, yeah, a little bit annoying, but we can at least get it down with the yellow power. So, okay, breaks Pipit. So another bonus card and another ground nest. So again, that could be anything. Let's go ahead and do, yeah, this Gold's Finch. So I don't think we need to worry about Nectar. Oh, I mean, you have got 6. If that goes on to like egret into Puffin in the wetlands, then I don't think there's really too much I could do about that anyway. So yeah, we'll just stick with the Gold's Finch here. And then, as I say, we'll do barn owl. But yeah, if it is, I've got a really bad feeling that it is going to be like egret Puffin or some kind of big double play in the wetlands, and we're going to get just completely wrecked on this end of round goal. But if that happens, that happens. I don't think really, yeah, there's too much we can do to protect against that. So we'll just stick with our own plan, and yeah, cross our fingers that it's gonna be enough. And there we go. It's not egret to Puffin, but it's egret to white stalk. So okay, well we can tie. I have a horrible feeling that we're going to see another bird come in, but yeah, we do at least, let's say, have this barn owl, which we can and will get down here in the grasses. But yeah, that did swing the wetlands nectar as well, so that's just been the struggle this game as well. Not just the end of round goals, not just the bonus cards, but not really being able to compete across the nectars. Definitely been a tricky thing to try and negotiate. So we'll see what this last plate is going to be. It's going to be in the grass, and it's probably going to be quite big points. I've just got to hope that it's not going to be another bonus card, because already 3 over here. And yeah, if these are good bonus cards, I think we're already in a little bit of trouble, but we could be even more so. So yeah, did win the end of round goal. That's annoying. What did you play? Roadrunner, so not too bad. And it's time to do our play. So yeah, I guess first of all, so we take the swan. Take the swan eggs first of all. And then we can use the finch to play the loon, like so. And then we see what the Kakapo is going to get us. So what can you find us? Hopefully something good. Okay, I don't mind that, Ethologist. 6 points. That's probably one of the better ones we could have found. So we'll happily take that, because that is going to make up for the fact that we have a combined 2 points off the other bonus cards. Which, yeah, is definitely not ideal. So you're going to get your yellow eggs as well. I say, losing all these nectars, this is always tough. It's a big deficit to be fighting back from, and we've not really scored too well across the other areas. So I think we're going to need a bit of a miracle here as we come into the end game scoring, because there's probably going to be a bit of a battering on the final score. So yeah, lots more big point birds for my opponent. They were able to find much more there. Not too good on the bonus cards, but still better than what we had. I'd say just domination on the end of round goals. More eggs. I think caches is where we were strong. Yeah, 13 is not too bad. And obviously a few tucks, but we were nowhere on the nectar, so it is a defeat there. 125 is the winning score for my opponent, just 99 for us. So yeah, just all round a struggle. I mean, the starting hand, as I said way back when, wasn't great. Diver came up and was nice, but to be honest, I think aside from the Morning Dove, didn't really find us anything that good. We just didn't have the quality of birds compared to my opponent. Lots more big point stuff over here. So Ecologist is nice. Backyard Birder, even for 3, is okay. And yeah, Passerine, so slightly shy on those two, but Ecologist is a nice fine bird. I'd say just big point birds. Nice Egret Stalk late play. Stubble Quail was huge. Yeah, we just unfortunately couldn't find stuff like that, and it's lost us this game. But as I said, it's a best of 3, so we are not out yet. We still got potentially 2 more games to come. Hopefully 2 more games, and we can win them and get through into the next round. So if you want to see those, make sure you're subscribed and following along. And hopefully I'll see you again very, very soon.